What's up, everybody? We're back at the Z Casino once again. We're looking at this 25-cent min max bet 5,000 roulette table. We're going to be doing another strategy video or another system video. I just covered the double street Martingale with a hedge. Today we're going to be doing the corner bet with a hedge. So we're going to work our way down through all of these. There's a whole plan behind all this. I want to get everybody to build the foundation so they understand what we're doing. We're going to kind of combine them all together in the end and do a bunch of different systems that way. So we're going to work our way down, and once again, we're going to go to, we're going to put our hedge on the half table. We've been doing it on that side, so we're going to continue with that. And then we're going to use the 1, 2, 4, 5 as our, that's our corner bet, and that's what we're going to be aiming for to hit. And basically, the corner bet pays 8 to 1. So we're going to see, basically we're going to get, if you wanted to martingale it, you could do it every 2, increase your bets after every 2 misses, and then you could keep doing that progression all the way down, and you'd be in good shape. Otherwise, you could go 3 misses, and then just be conscious of how far you're going down with your progression. Alright, so we hit the hedge.
The winning number is 22.
It's not going to do anything to us.
Place your bets, please.
And we're just going to rinse and repeat, and once again, it's going to be a somewhat low hit rate system, because you're just going to be hitting your hedge a lot, so you're going to be breaking even. And then you know, if your odds are you're getting paid 8 to 1, I think it's 9 to 1 is roughly what it is to hit. So you know, every 9 spins or so you should expect to hit, but as we know, roulette doesn't happen that way, so something to keep in mind.
No more bets, thank you.
And once again, we'll go for 15 minutes or so and see how many hits we get, and then compare it to all the other systems that we've been doing. But to be honest with you, I haven't really played this one too much. I prefer doing a double street a lot, just because of the higher hit rate. You're definitely not going to get as high a hit rate with this. So that's going to miss, so that's going to be level 1, round 1 a loss. So we're going level 1, round 2.
Place your bets,
so there's no need to increase your bets because of the ratio, what the payout is for the odds. So I think we're going to go with the, I think we're going to double after every 2 losses. That way we can just continue on without having to worry about where we're at in our system, because eventually if you don't double, you're going to run into the scenario where after 4 or 5 rounds you're going to be losing and you're going to have to triple your bets.
Thank you.
But this is just another variation on the way that you can martingale the long odds. I usually don't, in my experience playing, I haven't used this system too often. It is one of the ways you can play it, but once again, it's just not really something I think of too often to play.
The winning number is 29, black odd.
But it is useful to have it in your toolbox, another weapon, when you're playing and you're, you know, getting to an advanced level of play and you're kind of messing around with different odds and whatnot, and you're parachuting and doing different martingales. This is something that you may implement or use, so it's worth covering everything. And some people may like this, some people may like corner bets, and you can pick your favorite 4 numbers. You know, there's any which way you can do this, but
no more bets.
all right, let's get back to it. Alright, so it's going to be our second miss.
The winning number is 16, red even.
So as you can see, I'm going to show you just like I did in the other systems. If so let's say we get a hit here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for a little bit farther. For the purpose of the demonstration, I'm going to show you what we do if you would drag it out a little bit farther. But if you got a hit here right now, you'd be at 1075 total. We're sitting at 850. A hit on the corner bet would produce 225. So if you add that, that would be 1075. So we're just going to keep progressing, but because we're not progressing halfway through missing, we're going to have to be conscious or aware of our progression and where it leaves us. If we do get a win, you always want to make sure that you're getting ahead. One thing to keep in mind. All right, let's get a hit here. 1, 2, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to miss that. So now we're going to have to, actually, I think we could get one more off if we really wanted to. So as you can see, you know what, I guess we will for this sake. If we get a hit here, we'll get 1 unit gain. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that because that's not the point of playing long odds. When you play long odds, you want to get more than a 1 unit gain. Otherwise, you should just be martingaling a 50-50 or a red and black. Or doing a double dozen or a single dozen. But once again, we're going to try and demonstrate different ways or ideas in which you can play or implement these systems and whatnot. You don't have to do anything in a straightforward fashion ever. You can always modify or tweak things for your liking or your play style. And we're 5 minutes in and we haven't had a hit yet. We're on the second round, or second level, round 1. And we're keeping an eye on our, so that's 35, so that's going to hit our hedge.
The winning number is 35, black odd.
And this is where, you know, you can get a little tired playing because you got to keep constant awareness of where you are math-wise with your total. It's not as easy as just doing a martingale where you're doubling on black and red, and you can be pretty mindless with it. You can just kind of not be too worried about your environment or what's going on. You can, you know, have drinks, and
Time is running out.
you don't have to be too sharp or on top of your game. But especially, it's a lot easier on these ETG tables. I've done these systems on regular tables, and with the environment, the distractions that go on, and the fact that, you know, your display, you're not getting your chip count or your win counts paid out for you, is a lot more tedious to count your chips, keep track of everything. So something to keep in mind for the live players that like to play on a table. All right, so that's a 12, so that's going to be a
The
miss.
winning number is 12, red even.
So we're going to up our progression, and once again, because we're doing this, we're going to keep in mind where we're at relative to our bets. So if we do get a hit here, we'd be at $11, which would give us a 4 unit gain if we're talking about 25-cent base units. And if you want more than that, you know, up your bets earlier, or you could have done it before. But once again, we're just trying to keep ahead with the progression here so we can demonstrate the tangibilities or possibilities if you want to do it.
No more bets. Thank you.
And we'll hope to get one hit here within 15 minutes or so. But this is kind of what happens when you play these longer odd systems. It's the hit rate isn't as high. You're going to hit your hedge a lot more than you're going to hit your winning numbers, so keep that in mind. Oh, 17, my favorite number, but we're not playing it.
The winning number is 17, black
All right,
odd.
so now, if you take a look here, we're going to be breaking even. We're in for 10. If we get a win on our corner bet, it's going to put us at exactly even. We don't want that to happen. You don't have to exactly double if you don't want to. As you can see, you get a win here and you'd be winning 175, but I like to double with the progression and stick with it. That way, if you do get your hit on a longer odd bet, you're going to actually get rewarded for it. But you could just start increasing by 1 unit and then always making sure that you're ahead when you're hitting. I may start to do that if we don't get a hit here. All right, we got a hit on our hedge. Gives us another chance.
7, red odd. Place your bets, please.
And now, you know what? Maybe I will actually. You know what? I'm going to drop back down just to show you guys. Oh, I didn't do that right. There we go. So if we do get a hit, it's going to put us at 1175. We didn't double.
Time is running out.
We're at the
Please
third
place
level
your bets.
in the progression.
No more bets. Thank you.
So we're switching over from a martingale to a progression. All right, let's get 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, there we go. All right, we got it. I guess we should have just stuck with our progression, or our martingale. But as you can see, we got a hit, so that's going to put us at 1175. We're in for 10. And now, if we had doubled, we would have reaped a little bit more rewards, but we would have went deeper had we not. So that's kind of the trade-off there. You can kind of decide what you're willing to do based on your level of comfortability. And now we're going to drop all the way back down, and we're going to hope for a second hit. We're 10 minutes in, so we're going to try to go for that 15-minute mark, and let's see if we can get a second hit here.
No more bets. Thank you.
So once again, that was the third level. We went to 75 cents. We did try $1. We didn't get we hit the hedge, and then we dropped back down to the 75-cent level just to demonstrate the possibilities there. We got our hits, and now we're resetting, rinsing, and repeating. 25 cents on half, 25 cents on our corner bet. Oh, I thought we were gonna get 2 in a row. I thought I was gonna hit.
The winning number.
All right, so we hit our hedge.
Place your bets, please.
And once again, I wouldn't use this as a straightforward system. You can, but this wouldn't be one that I would prefer. I like a higher hit rate, especially with the numbers that I'm going to win on. So pick your poison, choose how you want to apply it, if you want to apply it. If not, I hope you're able to see how this would work out if you were to apply it.
Please place your bets.
And let's go for that second hit here.
No more bets.
11 minutes in.
Thank you.
We have 1 hit so far, going for our second hit. $35. Hits our hedge.
The winning number is 35. Black on.
And that's what the hedge demonstrates. I think I've said this in the other videos and whatnot, but basically with these longer odd systems, the volatility is going to be really high if you're not hedging, so you can double dozen hedge if you want. I like to do a half hedge with these kinds of systems. Sometimes I'll move it over. The longer the odds, the higher the hedge. So once you start getting into a single street or a split bet, rather than a corner bet, which we're on, but a split bet, a single number, I like to do the double dozens. With something like this, I think that a half table is okay. So something to consider too if you're playing higher stakes or you have higher table minimums and you want to implement something like this. All right, so that's going to give us a miss. So it's going to give us a chance to, we don't have to increase because once again the odds are longer, so we're going to double, or we're going to repeat that. And if we get a hit here, we get $2.25 payout on our corner bet. We have $10.75 up top, so that would give us we'd be at $13. And I believe we were at $12 before, if I'm not mistaken.
Time is running out. Please place your bets.
We're 12.5 minutes in. And once again, this is the corner bet version of the Martingale / progression. And this kind of demonstrated that you don't have to necessarily double your bets once you get to a certain point. You can just increase them. Just, once again, be aware of where you are with your initial amount versus where you want to be and where you're at in your progression betting. All right, so that's going to hit our hedge.
The winning number is 34, red even. Place your bets, please.
And we're going to rinse and repeat. And we're going to keep at it. Trying to get one more hit for you guys. We're 13 minutes in. I try to make the videos around 15 minutes. I'm going to link all the other videos in the bottom if you need to. But like I said, I'm trying to build the foundation. That's why I'm kind of going through each system individually so that you guys understand how to implement each of them. Because we're going to get into the complicated systems, and the complex or complicated systems involve mixing different systems that we're going over, implementing different odds, and kind of tweaking the play so that your volatility isn't high, your hit rate is much higher, and it involves less steps of playing. So we'll get there, but we're going to go through all these. Let's see if we can get a hit. 30, it's our hedge. And like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much. You give me motivation to keep doing these. I really do enjoy playing them and making these videos, so I hope that you guys get value out of them as well. And we're going to keep at it. But if you're playing one of these, if you're playing this at a live table, it's going to get quite boring. Another variation you can do to make it more exciting is you can add some to your hedge. So you could increase so that when you do hit your hedge, you're actually gaining a unit, or maybe gaining back units you lost. And then, you know, if you gain units back you've lost and you're at like a level 3 and you gain enough units to drop back down to a level 2, that's something you can also do. I should probably cover something like that. It's kind of a variation. How to hit the gas and hit the brakes when doing this. You know, a hedge doesn't have to be necessarily a straightforward thing. I know the definition of a hedge is to cover or, you know, to offset another bet. So sometimes it deviates from being a hedge into actually being a profit play or being a bet that you're making so that you can make units, but just something to keep in mind. And I suggest everybody do their research, you know, don't listen to any one person ever, just, you know, do your own research, do your things, read up, don't play if you're not comfortable, make sure you understand how a system's going to work, practice it before you play. There's lots of steps you can do to prepare yourself for hitting the casino and giving a system a shot. Let's get a hit here, let's get a 1, feeling the 1. All right, we hit the hedge. Almost a 2. We were close to 2.
The winning number is 28, black, even. Place your bets, please.
But yeah, hoping to get a second hit so I can demonstrate, you know, the length of time between hits, how many times the hedges hit, the different variations and stuff like that. And once again, we didn't do a full martingale, but we just kind of did a progression there. We started martingaling and then we ended up into a progression, so keep in mind, you don't have to just full throttle stick to your martingale guns all the time. You can be conscious of where you're at, where you want to be.
Thank you.
All right, let's get a number. 1, 2, 4, or 5. Oh, 31. We are hitting that hedge. To be expected, though.
Place your bets, please.
And then another variation you can do with this is you could shrink your hedge down too. You don't. I know I was talking about doing a double dozen or whatnot, but you could also go. You know, you could play a double street as your hedge over here, and then if you hit, you know, you don't have to go. You don't have to increase your bet as quickly. You could actually get a lot more play per level, but you're going to have less of a hit rate. So keep that in mind. But when you do hit, if you go on a hot run, you're going to gain more units more rapidly.
No more bets.
Also something to keep in mind. There's always pros and cons. There's always trade-offs. Oops, sorry about that. And then let's get a 1, 2, 4, or 5. Ooh, that's a 7. That's not going to do us any good.
The winning number is 7, red odd. Place your bets, please.
All right, so we're sitting at 1075. And we could stop the video here. We could take the profits. I think I'll give it one more shot at this level. If we get you know, if we get a hit here, this will be a last attempt, and then I'll cut the video. I've kind of demonstrated what the possibilities are, what it's like for the hit rate, what you're going to expect. So really no need to keep going with it. If I do decide to make a longer play video demonstrating how this system would work out long term, I'll probably make like an hour or 2 video. But once again, I don't usually, this isn't a system that I'm looking to play when I go to the casino. So just another system to add to the toolbox. Let's get a hit here. 1, 2, 4, or 5. Come on. 1. Oh, 22. It's going to be on our hedge. That was close to the 5.
The winning number is 22, black, even. Place your bets.
But yeah, I think that'll be good. We'll play for one more loss of the first level, and then overall we'll be up no matter what. It kind of demonstrates exactly what can go on. I'm not really trying to demonstrate any winning systems, or I'm not really looking for a certain result. So these are one take, raw, unedited. If I lost, I would show it to you guys. If I win like I am now, I'm ahead by 1 unit actually if I take a loss here, but this is going to go out. So no matter what happens, I'm going to show the results, or I'm going to show the video. I'm not looking to shape what it is that I'm trying to portray. My intention is just to play these systems out in a live casino environment for you guys to see, so you can learn with me and have the experience I have. 18. All right, so we're gonna get a miss. We're 20 minutes in, or 19 and a half minutes in. We're gonna call it there. We demonstrated how to play a corner bet, how to martingale it. We turned it into progression. We demonstrated the different ways or variations you can play it. So we're gonna call that a session. We're in for $10. We're out for $10.25. We were up to $12. We started chasing on going for a second one, but we decided to end it. So we're in for 10, out for $10.25. Stay tuned. I got lots more system videos coming. I'm working on some right after this, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. Z Casino, Blackhawk, Colorado. Corner bet, Martingale turned into a progression with a hedge. In for 10, out for 10.25. Until next time.